Hey guys, it's Alex here from Hannemann Ironworks, and today we're working on a sheath for the knife from Metalman, Kenny over there. Put it through some use, and I figured while I'm here with a fantastic sheath maker, I might as well get rid of this impromptu sheath. Also, we've been working on a sheath for the Dogbone Knives knife that you've seen here that was gifted to me by Bobby. And Randy and I actually made him a hammer, so that was fun. But we are currently working on this. This one's close to being complete. However, we are just starting on the Kenny sheath. So that's what we're working on today.
What I'm doing right now is cutting out the welt. This will go on the cutting edge of the inside of the sheath so you don't cut out your stitching. We do 2 passes with the groover to make sure that the stitching lays flat in the hole. And it allows for less wear and tear on the stitching. Alright, what we're doing now is we're punching a hole for an eyelet. There's your eyelet.
This is a little anvil that you actually hit the grommet on, and this is the set for the grommet.
You'll notice that the hole is a little tapered, so that's the side you want the larger portion, the larger lip of the eyelet to go over. Then you put the large portion over the anvil. Few light hammer blows, and she's set, and she's not moving. Not a little offset. That's all right. Anyway, this grommet is going to be for hanging it up on the wall. Okay, what it's using is a special handle that presses down in all 4 spots so it gets an even stamp. Bad. Not bad at all.
Alright, I'm done.
Alright, I use a rubber cement called Tanner's Bond, which is specifically formulated for leather work. And you do a light coat on one side, like that. And you do a light coat on the other side. Let them dry for about 10-15 minutes till they're really sticky. And then put them together, let them dry for about 15-20 minutes before you do any work. And it takes up to 24 hours for it to set fully. And once it's completely cured, there's no way in Sam Hill you're pulling them apart. Good luck.
Alright, so after that welt was put on, I just took the hole punch, popped in against all the welt, so it's now punched from the underside. and I am now just using bison brown to stain it. Really awful shaky cam, but you know, you get the picture. Just back and forth, get it on there nice and even. So, yep. All right, guys. So this sheath is just about done. You can see it's shiny, and that's actually the process we're going to do now. This stuff that he's got in this pill bottle is called Super Sheen. We apply it on before you even stitch and burnish and all that fun stuff. So it gets, you know, that kind of sheen that you can actually see reflect off that light, whereas you really can't see it with this thing. And yeah, also I'm not sure how well you can see it, but we got the flower in there and MM for Metal Man. We're also probably going to paint these letters black, and I think we might paint these ones gray or silver for, you know, metal. That might be cool. But yeah, gonna do Super Sheen, same process as the brush, and I'm joined here by Randy. He's sitting up in the chair. He's waving at you. Again, yep, just paint it on, paint it all the way so it's soaking in the material. Alright, be back with you when about to stitch. Alright guys, so I'm out here on the pontoon, but I'm working on the sheath I've been working on. The Super Sheen's been applied, it's all ready to go, but I got the, you know, this ready to go. I actually stitched up this back end. You want to do the belt loop first, but got the 2 needles and it's on the excessively long string. And I'm just going to do what's called a basic saddle stitch. Now there's many videos on it, but essentially you loop it through both pieces in a U fashion, and then you cross weave them through the entire sheath all the way through. And the generality is wrap it around 3 times for just the one length, but since you're doing 2 up and down, I wrapped it around 6 and I wrapped it around 7 just for an extra good measure, so I have extra, and that way I can go through the entire sheath without having to cut and restart. It's gonna be really long. It's about 8 foot long cord, approximately, but that's gonna get wrapped into the sheath here. Alright guys, so I got the sheath all finished up here. As you can see, Metal Man, and I got the star in there. But now the next step is to burnish and to wet fit. Now I've never actually wet fitted a sheath, nor have I actually burnished a sheath, so I started doing some practice on this one over here. It seemed to go alright, and I got the hang of it. I still have to finish that one. My arm got a little tired when I was doing it, so I just walked away from it. But this video's got to go up, and this is the sheath that needs to get done. So what I'm going to do is, lots of people like to take sandpaper or a sander and run this along the side of a sander to clean up the edges. I'm actually just going to try and carve it off with a knife, and if that doesn't work, I will have to go figure out a way to sand this down. I might go grab an angle grinder and fire that bad boy up. So I'm going to try it, carve it, and I'll come back with you if that works. Alright guys, so I actually lost the clip of me burnishing this. Essentially, took the burnishing tool and ran it back and forth the sheath when it was wet. Pretty simple. And you know, do it until it gets like a nice domed over glossy finish. And again, don't tell Randy I used some Sharpie to make it look cool. Shh, our little secret. Alright guys, so I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's fairly straightforward, I think. Essentially I got the sheath real wet, and I wrapped the blade. I just wrapped it with some what do you call it, painter's tape. And this thing goes all the way up. You know, likes to ride all the way in. And essentially I just press it, I think, I mean, it seems simple enough, right? I could be completely talking out of my ass. I did watch a quick video on it. He was using a toaster oven, I think. Okay. I watched another video on it, and he's like, yep, nope, just get it sopping wet and press around it, I guess. But anyway, here's the sheath. For Metal Man and that star down there. I was thinking about painting it. We never did get around to doing that down there. But it's alright. Maybe eventually I'll paint it or find some leather paint and sealant or something. But anyway, this blade essentially goes all the way to the tip here, and the handle rides most of the way in there. And yeah, I've actually been wearing this one recently. It's not done. It's not even been wet formed or nothing. But it works pretty good. I need to burnish the edges and wet form it as well. However, this is what I'm doing for this one, because it's the video that has to go out, and the video's on this, not that one. So, also, I took, don't tell Randy, I took a Sharpie and Sharpied the edges so they're all black and uniform. Again, don't tell Randy. I think he might kill me if he knew I did that. But yeah, here it is. I think the recommended advice was to take it out of the sheath or let it dry, then take it out. I don't know. See what happens. And if it rusts, I know how to fix a blade. So, not too bad. The sheath is pretty straight. It was kind of crooked once upon a time. And it's back to straight. So, I'm going to let this sit, let it dry. I'm actually going to go to sleep. I'll come back and check this on the morning. So, alright, so it's actually been about 24 hours, no, 23. 23 hours since I did that, and it's currently 10:20, and you'll be seeing this video in, I don't know, 9 hours or so. Here's the sheath. Its wet forming's done. I've actually worn this around all night. Haven't actually used it, but been wearing it. I've taken it out of the sheath a few times and put her back in, and she seems to work good. So thank you, Randy, for the expertise. Thank you, Metal Man, for the knife. I won it off one of his just random giveaways, so I appreciate that. If you guys haven't checked out Randy, the link to him will be in the top right. Actually, it's this way. If you haven't checked out Metal Man, the link to him will be in the top right. Yeah, so this sheath is done. On the back, my touch mark and Randy's touch mark, because we made the sheath, and for Metal Man, because he made the knife. And the star was something I kind of thought up. There's this roping pattern. It's actually just two of these, and you push them all the way in. But I was like, I bet I can make this symmetrical. I thought I could get 8 stamps in, but you can only get 6. But you come out with a pretty cool pattern. So I made that. I think it looks pretty cool, and this sheath also looks pretty cool. Again, this one's done now, so. You can see it, edges are been burnished and then blackened, and yeah, so here it is. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Randy. Again, the links to these guys will be all in the description down below. So here they are.